Hello everyone, I'm back with a card share. I'm like, oh my gosh, I crafted. I'm only kidding. Yeah, but it's been a while since I've done anything crafty of late. Well, I mean, actually make something, right? And I wanted to play with this new set that I got. I shared this in my last haul video. And this is the Cocoa Greetings from Spellbinders. It is the Small Die of the Month Club for July 2025. And I purchased this a la carte. I didn't join the club. They usually have a few whatever remaining stock that they will sell off a la carte without having you join the club. And I was lucky enough to be able to pick one up. I also wanted to let you know that they did in their, they have what they call the caboodle, which is like if you buy all the different clubs in that month, you'll get the extra die. And the extra die that they have is a mug that is a gingerbread mug. So I was flipping through all my gingerbread stuff, looking at things, and apparently I already have plenty of those types of mugs. And this one that you're seeing right here is from Jaded Blossom. So you don't necessarily have to go and purchase all of their I don't even know if you can get it now because, you know, maybe it's part of the subscription. I have no idea. This die is the gingerbread mug die. I believe this is still in stock. It's slightly different, obviously, because it's got all these stitching lines in it. And I did put it together, and then I messed it up at the end, so you can't see the finished product because I threw it out. I got some ink right up in here, and it was like, okay, that sucks. So I will try and make one later on. But this die right here is available. You don't have to join any clubs to get it. As long as it's in stock, you can get it. So it's about the same size, actually, as this one right here. So, you know, if you're interested in this type of thing and don't want to have to go through the whole Spellbinders mess with purchasing all the clubs, then there you go. So that's what I used for all of my projects, as well as this stamp set, which I shared with as well in my last club, last haul. Sorry, Stay Snugly. This is part of the July release from Spellbinders, and then I also used all these dies. These are all older dies that I've had in my stash. This one is from MFT. It is called Stitched Mod Rectangle. I don't know if you can still get these anywhere. Usually like websites like 123 Stitch in the US here, they have older stock. And you might be able to find it if you're interested. This one is Penny Black die, and it is called Zigzag Stackers. So I used this die, and then I just used a circle die from this Spellbinders set. So any circle die will do if you're looking for that. I don't even know what that one's called. The packaging is here, so I don't. S4928. Let's see if it's got a name. Hem Stitch Circles. That's what this set is. Hem Stitch Circles, because you can use the circle without the little hem stitch there. For the papers, I used one out of this Believe in the Magic. This is an old first edition 6x6 paper pad. Again, just, okay, 2019. I used a piece from this White Christmas from Mintai. Again, old stock, right? Because I got to use up my stuff. And then this from Mintai, which is Winterland. And you'll see this one is the snowflake one, and then this one is the gingham that I used out of that. So those are the papers, other than the solid cardstock, which not that interesting. I also did some heat embossing. I used my Simon Says stamp ultrafine detail in black. Of course, some VersaFine for that, and this dye ink from Paper Tray Ink. This is the Weather Vane color. And I used this VersaFine pigment ink for one of my sentiments and a stamp. And this is really fun. I don't even know what you call this. This is some embellishment that looks like shredded peppermint topping. Like shredded candy topping. I don't even remember where I got this from. Maybe Etsy. I don't know. But you guys get the idea, right? Look how it looks really fun, right? And then these are the markers I used. Well, that's a pen. I was able to use, this is for the blush. This is a Sketch Marker Brush Pro marker, and it's the Pink Snow R54. This is just for the cheeks. That's an alcohol marker. And I used a couple of different acrylic markers because instead of die cutting some things, I colored them. So this is the black from Artix, from Guangna. This is the red. And what I did was I used my swatch sheet. So this is why it's important to do swatches, right? I looked at my cardstock, and I took my cardstock and put it right up against the red column and found that, I think it was 760. Yeah, 760, the red, is the color I wanted to match to the paper. So that's how I picked the markers for the most part. There's also 2 other acrylic markers in here from my other set. This is LC191, and this is a brown, as well as DS183, also a brown. I use this for the reindeer instead of, yeah, you'll see it. And I use my white Posca pen and my black Posca pen for the eyes, and this glaze pen for the eyes, and this Winkostella brush for some glitter effects. And then this, oh, that's my picker, my jewelry picker. So yeah, I got a chance to use my acrylic markers for something other than just drawing a whole picture. Let me put this out of the way and I'll show you the cards. So the first one is super cute. See, I only use that one stamp set. So all the sentiments are from that set, in case you want to know. And then I also did pop up the reindeer. So there's that embellishment that I'm talking about. Really cute, right? And the solid core paper. So for the reindeer, this is Lawn Fawn chocolate bar, I think. Yeah, that's what it's called. The red, there's 2 color reds here. One is Cherry Kisses from the stamp market. I just used scrap papers that I had lying around. Cherry Kisses, and I believe the other one is Paper Tray Inks, whatever their red is. I forgot the name of it now, because I had a scrap of it lying around. If you look at this, it's a nice tone-on-tone sort of stripe without it being like a candy cane stripe. And then I colored in his nose. So that's the red marker there. I just took the negative of the die cut that was coming out of here, clipped it, and then, because it was cream, right? I clipped it right there towards the nose, and then I colored the piece before I inserted it back into the reindeer, and I made it Rudolph, so kind of matches the cardstock, right? So it's really cute. And then these, this is where I use the other 2 acrylic markers, this cream color here, instead of doing the die cuts for the ears. And then I also used it here in the belly, where there's like a impression that's made from the die, these little dots, as well as in the head. So I really had fun playing with this. And all of the cards have the same sentiment on the inside. I just added a piece of the, what do you call it, scrap paper from the front, matching the front on the inside of the card. And then I stamped and signed on the back. Oh, these stamps, I don't think I shared those with you. These were a gift from my friend Aya. These little stamps here, they're all the same brand, I believe. And Star Bath Tea from Boiling Galaxy. Okay, that's the name of the maker. I think they're on Etsy. A Bottle of Galaxy is this one. And then this one is Sweet Stars Little Cake. Okay, so when you see that on the back, that's what those are. So that's the first one. Little reindeer mug. How cute is that, right? And this one is the penguin. And the penguin, I just put a little star button up here. This is just some string that I have lying around. I keep some fibers close by just in case I want to use them. So I strung it through the button, and then that is actually attached with a glue dot. So that is the penguin mug. Thought he was cute, right? And then the back. So really, really cute stuff. And then the last guy is the Santa. And with Santa, I did a few stamps around him. These snowflake stamps are also from the same stamp set that the sentiment's in. I just used them to kind of give me a little bit more of a background. You see the paper has this like ledger stuff, not ledger, but stamping and not stamping, but words in the back here, distressing. I really love that, and I also wanted to just sort of draw your eye around the card, so added those little snowflakes in the weather vane color. It doesn't stand out too much. So these are all super cute. He is popped up as well. I think the only one I didn't do was the penguin, and it really, it's fine like that, I think, since these still have to go through the mail as well. And that's the inside of this one. So yeah, I had some fun doing some crafting today. I hope you had some crafty time as well. And I will be back hopefully soon to share some more things. Talk to you guys later. Bye.